Alright, welcome to what we learned from Picks and Bands, Games 2. Game 2 of Giants vs. Rocket. So here we go, we got our comps out here. Getting right into this. Damage versus effective HP. This time Giants are coming out with a much higher damage comp. We have three pretty much primary threats in Olaf, Diana, and Sivir. They're going to be pretty strong, really strong dive, while Rocket has Fizz, Corki, and Gangplank. Gangplank's burst is massive. Same for Diana's actually. Fizz, I would put him similar to Olaf. He really needs to hit that ultimate in order to do most of his damage, or to bring him up to the level of a very strong burst champion. So the damage is pretty much the same. The shields and heals coming out are almost non-existent. Shen again, but against this amount of damage, Shen's not going to be as effective as he was in the last game. So we're pretty equal on damage versus effective HP. There's no major advantage there. Pressure versus engage. The poke from Giants is kinda bad. Diana has decent range with her Q. I believe it's 800, might be 900. But the damage poke. So I'm talking about poke because Gangplank's poke is almost pressure with his barrels if he can actually get that zone and get that landing of the barrel out there. But while both teams actually have strong engage. That's okay, so that's actually the big issue here. So the pressure is pretty similar with a little bit of advantage on Rocket's side, but then of course you need to land the Gangplank barrels. But this is where the Sivir and the Olaf and the Diana are going to kind of cause issues there. They have to dive in. They're going to be moving fast. They're going to be diving in. Every single person on Giants team has some sort of movement flexibility to get around those Gangplank barrels. And also Sivir can probably spell shield it. I'm not actually sure, but I'm guessing that she can. So, and they have the engage. So this is actually kind of Giants. They're really strong with engage, but they actually have to use it. So, carry versus control. I don't think Gangplank does well with a lot of pressure on him. And same sort of with Corki and Fizz too. They have Alistar to control anyone they want. Well, they have Shen and Gragas. So their control and carry, it's kind of equal. I feel like Giants want to get in there and scrap around more, and it's going to be harder to control them, while Rocket's carries kind of need more of an ideal situation, but they have movement speed increases and stuff to move around the battlefield more than Giants. Well, Giants can move and attack quick. Rocket can move around and flex around a little bit, so it's Giants are harder to control, but Rocket are harder to catch, kind of thing, and that's why it's actually pretty neutral on this one. Poke versus sustain. You're not going to sustain those Gangplank barrels, so this is definitely Rocket. But I don't put too much emphasis on poke versus sustain, although in that last week with Fnatic and Origin, Soaz was really making an argument for poke is back, but we'll see. Pick versus disengage. Both teams don't really have a pick. It's either all in or all out kind of deal. There's no real catch you and kill you. It's more map movements, so if they, whoever has better map movements are going to have the pick advantage there. Burst versus healing. Both teams have the burst. No one's going to be healing, everyone's going to be dying in team fights. Team fights should have multiple people die unless one team gets scared and then that whole team's going to die. So there's really not. So this is pretty cool. I really think this game is really equal. Split's basically equal too. So this is even. I think I'm gonna change stuff. Giants have a slight advantage. I guess I'm not gonna change stuff. Giants have a slight advantage. Maybe only 50 between 50 and 60% advantage. The game could be close. Whoever gets a lead is probably going to take control of the game and potentially win it. While if Giants get behind a little bit, it's not going to matter so much. But if they get ahead, they're going to really control the match. And that's what we're leaving with. Giants got a slight advantage, but this match should be exciting unless Gangplank, can't land his barrels. Then Rocket's going to get rolled over.